football. What would the NFC Championship game bring in the cold at Soldier Field between the Bears and Saints? We'll be back with that in a moment.
Debate. Miller Lite. Always a good call.
Welcome back to NFL Primetime Championship Edition, the NFC game between the upstart New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Saints in their first ever NFC title game, but they'd have to do it in the snow. Would Rex Grossman have played well against Seattle? Would he do well, or would it be the high-flying Drew Brees, Reggie Bush, and the top-ranked offense in the NFL, Marcus Colston? And all of a sudden, trouble for the Saints. Chris Harris strips the rookie Colston of the ball. Nathan Vasher comes up with it for Chicago. Coach Sean Payton said, "You young man, you got to stay with it." The Saints hold to a field goal, 3-0. The beer man, Michael Lewis, was ice-cold beer man on this day. It's a fumble. Saints challenge. Watch the replay. Looked like Lewis's knee was that club, but the call upheld Chicago ball.
And I think the official was attempting to judge whether the ball was slightly loose before his knee hit the ground. Close call, they didn't overturn it.
Again, the Saints hold the Bears to a field goal by Robbie Gould. Now he's kicked another one, 9-0, and now they're running. Thomas Jones, 33 yards for a big first down. Here in the second quarter now, second and goal from the 2. It's Jones. Cedric Benson carried much of the first quarter, but boy, then Jones got going. 16-0 Chicago just after the 2-minute mark. Can New Orleans get something going at all? Drew Brees says, just let us get in the game. Brees to Colston. What a catch that was. First down, New Orleans. Later in the drive, Brees to Colston, touchdown, and hey, maybe game on. 16-7, all those field goals the Bears got, not the touchdowns. So now, Brees, ball again early third quarter. Reggie Bush, what? Makes the move on Daniel Manning, and he could go all the way into the end zone. He later would apologize to his coach, Sean Payton, said, got caught up in the moment. I shouldn't have done that, but I should have done the 88 yards.
Yeah, this is a little flatten up. You see Colston get the rub for him right there on the inside cover guy. Reggie Bush with that great speed only needs a step. Once he gets the step, the great cut right there off the left leg, and he is gone.
And so while Brian Urlacher and Harris talk it over, the defense gets involved. It's 16-14. Uh-oh, and you knew it right away. Intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety, and it's going to be 18-14 defense. Lance Briggs big on the play.
Yeah, you take another look there. Good pressure by the Bears, and actually we were watching Brees' reaction. He knew right away that he was going to be called for intentional ground.
Never, they've been him in the Super Bowl, Tom, but never in an NFL or an NFC championship game have we seen a safety. Boy, we saw so many things on this that we'd never seen before. It's just 18-14 at this point. Saints had momentum. All of a sudden, Rex Grossman puts together a passing drive in the snow, in the cold wind chill in the teens. The Bernard Berry, and then Berry and again. And how did he catch it and not get touched? 33 yards. The Bears 25-14.
Yeah, and making that catch in that weather, incredible.
So Grossman doing it with passing, burying the circus catch. Now it's the Bears trying to swarm. It's a sack. Adewale Ogunleye pops the ball out. They say first Saints ball, but the Bears challenge and say, wait a minute, he had the ball and he was down. Let's look.
Yeah, you watch the replay. Clearly the ball is out. It's a fumble. It falls right beside Brees to be marked right there. You can see the recovery by Ogunleye. He's laying on top of Brees. Ball to be marked right there.
And so the reversal, it's the Bears ball, and now it's all Bears. Dun, 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 dun. Cedric Benson on Broadway, 12-yard touchdown. Then Thomas Jones, a 15-yard touchdown. Lovie Smith gets doused. It's going to be 39-14, the Chicago Bears. The dejected Saints, what a story they authored this year. A classy handshake with Lovie Smith and Sean Payton. Lovie Smith at this time was the first African-American head coach to get into the Super Bowl. His mentor, his friend, would join him, of course, later, which we've already seen. And so, on this day, the Chicago Bears have beaten the New Orleans Saints, and so the Bears go into the Super Bowl for the first time since their Super Bowl shuffle year, 39-14. The Bears, the rage.
I tell you, it doesn't get any better than that. When you're in this position, you don't know exactly how to act, what type of emotions you're supposed to have, but they're just all natural right now.
It's unbelievable, you know, the position we're in right now, and we want to take full advantage of it. And going to Miami, that's unbelievable. It's big time.
What they did in '85 was huge, and we have an opportunity to do that right now. But we're excited to have the opportunity, you know, to kind of put maybe them guys in the background for a little while.
The season was huge, and you know this whole season was dedicated to New Orleans and to the people of New Orleans. So we really wanted to, you know, just be a light and inspiration to the people, to the city, and we feel like we were able to do that this year.
From where we started a year ago to now, I don't think anybody in this room, or probably in America, thought that we'd be here. So I think we have a lot to be proud of.
It's probably the best team I've been around in regards to togetherness, guys caring about the team first. I think that makes it hurt that much more.
The numbers tell all you need to know. In addition to the final score, rushing yards, almost 200 yards. Thomas Jones setting a Bears postseason record, breaking the old mark in 1941 by George McAfee. Jones running for 123 yards. The turnovers, 4 for the Saints, none for the Bears, and the Bears got that one little penalty midway through the fourth quarter. So the Chicago Bears, I had a feeling, Tom, that they moved that boulder after the first game, that they could play a little freer and a little clearer and mistake-free football, and they are so good, they forced the most takeaways all this year, 44 plus 1 against Seattle, 45, and forced 4 today.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to Lovie Smith and Coach Dungy both. You know, I understand that the history of this league and how important it is that these two African-American coaches are now going to go coach the Super Bowl. To the Bears, I thought that they did an outstanding job of protecting the football. And when Rex Grossman protects the football, they beat people by 25 points. They've got great balance. The defense is led by a great player in Brian Urlacher. And then when I looked on the other side of the field, the Saints only had 12 runs during the course of the game. So the Deuce McAllister factor just never showed up today, and I thought it really put them out of kilter offensively.
The Saints had the Bears on their heels a little bit when they got back to 16-14, but then it was just the safety and the turnovers, and congratulations to Sean Payton and the Saints. And
yes, great season.
And everybody will remember this story of what they did for and with the city of New Orleans, and hopefully it's a sign of better things to come and move forward. But it's the Chicago Bears that are moving forward on to Super Bowl 41 when they will play the Indianapolis Colts. A first look ahead, a fortnight in Miami.